He came to a visit to my school. Basically, that previous summer before my senior year, that was probably the heaviest I've encountered recruiting. And at that time, Penn State was the only school, not the only school, but basically one of the only schools that wasn't recruiting me. Because of my overall stature and things that I did high school-wise, I had schools, basically all the top Big Ten, Southern schools, West Coast schools, and everything else recruiting me. And at that time, I didn't even fully understand what college was. I didn't fully understand what college football was or the history and legacy that Penn State is. I found out that he was coming for a visit. And to me, it's like, honestly, another football coach coming. I'm seeing so many of them, and they all telling me, like, you know, they want me to come here. And I'm just like, okay, that sounds good. Everybody wants me to come to this school. Like, what's the difference? I noticed the change in my whole school. All the teachers and everyone else kind of looked a little studious and looked a little bit more the part of, you know, this is, the, you know, we excellent school, but just played the part of almost like a president is coming or somebody of a high level of respect. Came by, a couple of teachers that didn't even like me that day, and was just so cool, you know. It was just not so much of what everybody played out to be. He really was just a coach that came for a visit and was interested in me coming to their school. And the number one thing that he talked about that stood apart from all the other schools was education. I wasn't even into education. I'm being honest, I wasn't into education, but at the same time, I could tell if you're talking about education, you care more about me than just football. Yeah, I care about football, but it's not all about that. It's about, you know, becoming who you are altogether. So I looked at it as, you know, it wasn't just so much what they can get from me, it's what they can also give me. He not only showed the way, but lived the way, and did it day in, day out. It was so dedicated and meticulous to everything that we did, and was so involved in it. You know, people would question me like, you know, is Joe really as active as he is, or is he really coaching you guys? He's so old and all the rest of this, and has been around so long. And at that time, it was Joe and Bobby Bowden, Joe and Bobby Bowden, Joe and Bobby Bowden, going back and forth. Like it was crazy at that time. And to me, I was so into it. You know, I just really knew him as Coach Paterno, Coach P, Joe. That was the guy I knew. Outside of that, you know, it was this whole legacy. It was just, you know, one of the greatest coaches ever. I was there for when he basically surpassed everybody for the most winning record in college history. All of the people that graduated from Penn State from academics, all of the different like little niches and the funding and different things that cycled into Penn State, the Paterno Library, all of those different things, the bobblehead dolls, the license plates, the fanatics, the almost like cult, everything else that wasn't so much of a reality to me. It was really just as simple as you sitting here talking to me and being who you are. That's how a coach was to me. And it's like now that I'm outside of it, outside of the things that's happened of now, it's like I never really got a chance to experience that. And to me, that was cool. Like I dealt with him as who he was and who he is.